Good morning, everybody. It's a Friday morning. We are coming up on 9:30 here. I'm Jane Monreal. We appreciate you watching every Monday through Friday from 9 to 11 on Live Impact News on WCNC Plus, where we have live discussions, video feeds, and your local headlines as well, covering the Carolinas, the state, as well as national and international news. But speaking of lively discussions, let's just get this Friday morning started with something that's in our own backyard, because they're known as jungle pilots, flying missionaries and supplies, vital supplies, to some of the most dangerous places on Earth. Right here in Waxhaw. So this Saturday, JAARS in Waxhaw opens its doors for the annual JAARS Day celebration. To talk about that and what JAARS is, Jonathan Fott, a pilot as well as mechanic with the organization, here now in the Live Impact studio. Jonathan, thank you for joining us and being patient with us. There was some behind the scenes kind of, setting up on a Friday, but we thank you for coming in here to the Live Impact studio.
Thank you, Jane, for having me here to be able to talk about JAARS and what we do there.
It's wonderful work from what I can see. For folks who do not know what exactly JAARS is and what do you do, explain to our viewers.
Absolutely, Jane. JAARS is Jungle Aviation Relay Service. We've been around for a little over 75 years now, and we're based in Waxhaw, North Carolina, but impact around the world. We exist to go what we call the last mile, the place where commercial infrastructure ends, and yet there are thousands of people groups that desperately need transportation and supplies, services. So we exist to cover that over and over again.
I mean, yeah, like I said, remote areas. Where, tell me about some of the places that you've flown to and what makes these missions so challenging.
It varies. Some places it's geography, high mountain ranges, dense jungles, rivers. Other places it's geopolitical. You have insurgent groups, you have rebels fighting, and so how do you be able to get the translators, the aid workers safely to the places that need to go, where the needs are at and the people exist?
Amazing work that we don't even know was necessary, and certainly right here in in our backyard.
Absolutely, it's amazing getting to be based here in Charlotte. I mean, it's sort of the hidden center of the South in a lot of ways, and so we have easy access around the world to be able to get pilot supplies, equipment around the world wherever the need is at. Yeah. And yet then also it's a nice little hometown to be out of as well.
For sure, calling Waxhaw home here. So you are both a pilot and a mechanic. Seems like it's an unusual combination. Certainly having both skills has got to help you in this field.
Absolutely. I kind of liken it to being my own best job security. I can go out there and I can break the aircraft and then I can also be the one to fix it. But when you're in a remote place, I may not have the tools or the parts to fix it, but if I can get a very good idea of what broke and then know what parts to get, because it's expensive, it's difficult to get the parts out. So to be able to plan ahead and be able to be on top of it without having to spend a lot of time and money to find the right part and troubleshooting it.
Yeah, we are resourceful. We know about being resourceful here as well. We saw JAARS was one of the first to respond to Hurricane Helene victims in Western North Carolina. Tell us about that response.
It was kind of surreal for me. I was actually flying in Cameroon. I was just dropped off a surgeon at a hospital in north central Cameroon, and I'm flying back across the jungle, and my phone goes off, and I have signal somehow in the middle of the jungle.
Amazing.
Which is amazing. Not always around Waxhaw, but you can get it in the middle of the jungle in Cameroon. And it's the we need a pilot for the helicopter to be able to go out and do the initial survey. And Helene came through Avery County area, Spruce Pine, Little Switzerland. For the last nearly 45 years, that's been our home base for mountain training. Mm-hmm. So we have worked with the families and the communities there, and they have opened up fields for us to be able to practice, be able to train our pilots, all sorts of helipads. Amazing community there, and yet that's our home. That's our home away from home,
yes.
And they are some of the hardest hit. And so to be able to go in to do the initial survey flights, then to be able to start flying supplies into Avery County, and it was surreal to watch it from afar, going,
right.
This is what we're about. These are our people. This is our home, and we're able to help them out in it. It was tremendous to be a part of that.
I mean, in general, when it comes, because you're not going to Disney World or anything. When all of these missions are important, vital, like you said, potentially dangerous. What goes through your mind with these landings?
It's please don't let me mess this up.
Okay,
Most of the
no,
time
you're
when we
safe.
do this,
Yes, oh, right.
every time coming in on the landing, you're going, oh, don't let me mess this up. The reality is we operate into very challenging environments.
Yeah.
We say in a lot of ways, we've gone to the easy places. And by easy places, we've literally cut 19% slope airfields out of the side of mountains. And it can take over a decade to carve this runway out of there. Those are the easy places we've gone to. Now we're going to the places we can't even do that and having to rely on helicopters. So we could be at an airborne committal point a mile before. We can't even see the runway. We are committed to land. We cannot outclimb the terrain. Our options are either we're impacting terrain or we're landing. And so we go, okay, I know I'm stable. I have, my airspeed is on target. I'm on my altitude. Everything is lined up. And I fly my key points in and everything works out. It's all calculated ahead of time. This isn't left for chance. It's how do we bring as much margin into very marginal remote places.
Incredible. I just have goosebumps. What drives you personally with JAARS? You've been with them for 10 plus years now.
I have. For me, really, it's the thrill and the passion of being able to help people. At the end of the day, knowing that the communities, the families that we serve, we're able to have an impact and difference in their life, be it a medevac flight for a snakebite victim or a coma patient to be able to get to a hospital where there's no other hope for them there in the village.
Incredible.
That's really it at the end of the day.
Oh my goodness. All right, so Jonathan, let's celebrate you. JAARS Day is tomorrow. What can families expect when they go out?
Well, a lot of international organizations, you can sit down at a conference room, we can show you the video of the highlights of the year. With JAARS, we get to give you a little bit more of a in-person personal taste of what we do. Because it's a training base there in Waxhaw, we have maritime training, we have land transportation training, and we also have the aviation training. And so you can come down from 9 to 4 p.m. and get an experience of that. Go out on a 4x4 ride with our instructors through incredibly arduous trails that I don't know I would ever want to ride on. It's amazing to get to ride with them on it and see how each of the different portions of the organization help and support people around the world. Or you can come and, for me personally, it's like, well, yeah, the helicopter rides are pretty awesome because I get to fly that portion of it. But come get an airplane ride or a helicopter ride and
Sounds like fun.
and see. It's not quite the short 19% slope runways in the mountains, but it's still a bit of shorter runway than you're going to see at Charlotte Douglas and smaller aircraft. And these are all aircraft that, for the most part, are served on the field or we use the exact same type on the field.
Wow, so you really get to experience a little bit, at least the
a taste
the
of it.
ride,
Yes.
a little sample. There is also a ceremony actually happening tonight for JAARS Aviation alumni, right? What does that recognition mean?
Yes, a gathering of eagles. So we have tremendous history. We're now going into really kind of a fourth generation of pilots. And this is going back and celebrating those in the first and second generation that are still with us and being able to hear the stories, hear what amazing things they were able to be a part of around the world in serving. And so getting a taste of that and celebrating the work that they did and just an amazing opportunity, really.
All right, anything else that we need to know about or learn about before tomorrow and really JAARS in general?
No, not really. It's we're just down there in Waxhaw and try to be good neighbors. It'll be a little bit louder with a lot of airplane rides and helicopter rides
Festive.
over this the next 24 hours or so. But no, we just excited to be a part of the community and be able to share what we do with the rest of the community.
And really, what a cool event. It sounds like families are going to love it. Kids are going to love it.
Absolutely. There are activities for kids. There's face painting, there are rides, all sorts of things.
That's
Along with a
fan-
lot of food trucks, I hear, which
And
I'm looking
food
forward
trucks.
to personally.
Well, I was going to say, you need food. You need the food trucks and the food. All right, so JAARS Day is tomorrow from 9 a.m. until 4. This is at the JAARS Aviation Hangar in Waxhaw. You're worth celebrating what great work you do, the scope of things, and to give us an understanding of the organization. That's really cool. So, Jonathan, we appreciate you coming in here to the Live Impact studio. Thanks for coming today.
Well, thank you so much, Jane.